Hi everybody, I wanted to share with you how to draw a realistic looking face. So I'm going to do what not to do on the left side. So start with an oval shaped head, and I see a lot of students that can do this, and it's a good place to start, but I'm going to show you how to do it better. I see a lot of students that make the football eyes and then put the circle right in the middle of the eye, the iris, and then they start to draw the nose coming down from the corner of the eye, and then noses are hard, so how do you know what shape to make them? I also see a lot of smiles with or without teeth that are really big, and nobody's smile really curves up like that unless you're like the Joker. So we're going to work on smiles and proportion of the face. Another thing I see is hair. Hair, you just don't know what to do with, so it ends up kind of being a scribble of spaghetti on the top of your head, or kind of looking like a mullet, which I guess is kind of coming back in style right now. Spider eyelashes is another common thing I see. We do have eyelashes, both male and female, on top and bottom, usually, but we don't really want to emphasize that as much. Okay, even if you do a little shading, great, but that kind of looks like you're growing a little bit of a beard. So I'm going to show you some things right now that will help you to get more realistic with your drawings. So start with an oval again. This is kind of a blob shape, so I'm going to have to fix that. But I'm going to show you right now in a photograph of another artwork, or even a photograph of a person would work, but I just had this on hand. Take a ruler or your pencil and line it up from the bottom of the chin to the very crown or the top of the head, not the top of the forehead, but the very top of the head. You can see this is about 2.5 inches tall. So half of that would be 1.25, and this eye line is right on for halfway from the chin to the crown of the head. It's right on 1.25 inches. So this face is very proportionate. Now a hint for proportionate width of the face and for the eye size is your eyes. Your head is about 5 eyes wide. So this eye is 3/8 of an inch wide, and that there should be 3/8 of an inch in between the eyes, 3/8 of an inch for the next eye, and then 3/8 of an inch on either side. Now, because this person is looking slightly at an angle off to the right, you'll see more face on the left than on the right hand side. So let's get back to work on our face. I'm going to first of all fix that lumpy head. We're going to be covering it anyways, but I just need it fixed for now. Draw light. These guidelines are there to help you, and they're going to be erased later on. So the horizontal guideline that's kind of curved, that's right in the middle. And now I'm going to divide that width into 5 equal spaces. Those 2 off to the side are going to be where the eyes go. Go ahead and draw a football shape in there with 2 curved lines. They're really hard to get symmetrical. Nobody's face is really symmetrical, but just do your best and go light. To draw the iris, draw a curved C from the top and the bottom. Nobody sees the whole iris. If you do, it's kind of a surprised look. I'm going to draw another C and then an O. The O is going to be the highlight or the reflection of the eye. It just gives it that more of that 3D kind of depth look to it. I'm going to color in the center, and then I'm going to lightly color in the iris of the eye. You can go ahead and give, depending on the person, you have bigger or less eyelids, but I do a little curved line right above the eye to give it that creased eyelid look. Now to work on the nose doesn't come from the corner of the eye. The nose is the separate piece that sticks out in the middle. A hint for the nose is the bottom of the nose is halfway between the eye and the bottom of the chin, and the mouth is halfway between the bottom of the nose and the chin on an average person. So I'm going to come down with curved lines, and I make a C, a swoop with the curl, kind of like a candy cane, another candy cane, and a backward C. And from there, I draw the eyebrows. So the eyebrows are kind of like the top of the eye socket. On a skeleton, there's those big eye socket holes. Well, your eyebrow's the top of that. To make the mouth, come down from the center of the pupil. And then you're going to draw a curve and an M shape or a mountain shape top lip. For the bottom lip, just do a kind of like a swoop, like a seat. The top lip sticks down, so it's a little bit more in shadow, so I always draw that a little bit darker, and then the bottom lip's a little lighter. Go ahead and add eyelashes. Eyelashes I usually do from the center of the eye on out. I don't do bottoms usually unless I'm doing a close-up. You can erase some of your hard lines from your nose and do some shading or hatching lines to give it an implied look so you don't have these harsh dark lines. Ears are also kind of tricky. Usually I just do a really close little curved line and try and get them as symmetrical as possible or cover them up with hair. For the hairline, you're going to come down from the top and think about where the hair parts on that person. If it's short hair, just let it end right behind the ears. If it's long hair, give your person a neck first, shoulders with just two little lines, and then you're going to start to make the big shape of the hair. I'm going to use my pencil to make lines that follow the direction the hair would follow. So my hair is following down the side and it's swooping behind. And I'm using different pressure on my pencil to give this look of highlight because light's going to be hitting the hair, and even if you have dark hair, you're still going to have highlights. So don't do the whole hair black. And then you can go back in and use your eraser and erase some of those highlights out, and then go back in your face and neck and give yourself some shadow to add a little bit more depth. You're going to have mostly shadows on the one side of your face and under your eye, on the side of your nose and chin, and underneath on your neck. And go ahead and erase any guides you need to, and just have fun with the lights and darks of your piece. I hope this helped you in drawing realistic.